So, what do we do when what we want to manifest is something so new, so big, that we can't make ourselves believe that we will be receiving it? Now, most manifestation teachers will be telling you that you just need to work up your belief. You need to go inward and work within yourself so that you bring yourself to a place where you are certain, you know that what you want is already yours in order for you to receive your manifestation. And I'm here to tell you that that's simply not true. Your certainty is not required for you to manifest what you want. In fact, trying to push yourself into a state of certainty might actually be sabotaging your manifestation. So, in this video, I'm gonna share with you one big law of assumption secret that will be helping you manifest everything and anything, the new thing, the big thing, the never done before thing, without you having to make yourself believe that you will definitely be having it, without you having to push yourself into certainty. Hi, I'm Cristina, and if you are vibing with mastering your subconscious so that you create illogical results, and if you are here to grow your spiritual business in a way that also elevates the way you feel inside yourself, feeling good, feeling at peace, feeling powerful within yourself while living an extraordinary life, then hit the subscribe button and the bell button in order for you to stick around. Okay guys, so before we dive in, I first want to put your mind to rest by telling you that you are already manifesting so many things in your life without believing in their certainty first. You are manifesting the parking places. You are manifesting the sales for your new launch, for your new offer. You are manifesting meeting the friend that you just thought about and thought that would be nice to hear from, and the person just shows up. So you keep on receiving so many things in your business, in your life, that you didn't need to be certain about before receiving them. Today I'm gonna share with you how you are doing it so that you can start using this manifestation process on purpose and rinse and repeat it while creating amazing results for yourself. Now, there are two big important things that are common between all the manifestations that are easeful and fast without needing certainty before they happen. The first one is there is no big resistance around these manifestations and no big attachment. And the second thing is that we believe in the possibility of them happening before they happen. We are not certain, we don't know for sure that they will happen. We are not into the knowing that it is mine and it's happening, but we believe in the possibility of these manifestations, and then they come true. So remember this because it's an important part and we'll be returning to this. But now I want to take you through a metaphor that will be staying with you. I know that it will. So I want you to imagine now a car that is stuck in the sand, and we really want to move this car out, but the moment we are accelerating and we are making really, force hitting the gas pedal to the floor, we don't really get the results we want. The car remains stuck or gets even more stuck. Now, if we find a way to move around the resistance of the sand, then even with less acceleration, we can start making the car move. We can make the car move forward. Now, here's the connection between this image and manifestation. Most manifestation teachings are telling us that we need to hit the gas pedal to the floor in order to amp up the force of our manifestation, by amping up the belief, by pushing ourselves into certainty. And then we will be moving forward. Then we'll be getting the results we want. Then we'll be getting to our destination. And that is true, and it works as long as we are not stuck in the sand, as long as we are not in a situation where we have so much resistance that pushing ourselves into certainty, pushing that gas pedal to the floor actually does not really help. So, what do we do instead of that? What do we do when we don't really believe in what we want to create and also feel resistance? And because that is the reason why we don't believe. We feel resistance because it's new, because it's never done before, because it's too big. Here's the process that I want you to take yourself through, and it will change your life. The first step is to start focusing on what you desire by using your imagination. Imagine what you desire. Write it, meditate upon it, script it, visualize it. The technique doesn't really matter as long as you are keeping yourself into the experience of being in the reality where you are enjoying your desire. And I want you to really focus on this. Focus on being inside the experience of having your desire. And while being there, don't try to convince yourself that what you are doing works, that you are actually gonna really have it. None of that. Let all that flow through you. And instead of that, just focus on being in the experience, feeling it, feeling yourself inside the experience of having your desire. So this is the first step, focusing on what you want while feeling the experience of having it. The second step is to alchemize the resistance around our manifestation. And resistance usually comes as fears and doubts around the possibility of what we want. And here's how we process them: by allowing these fears and doubts to exist. By not opposing more resistance to the resistance, we start releasing the resistance. And here's how we are doing it: by using this soothing self-talk, telling yourself every time there are doubts coming up, every time there are fears that are popping up, remind yourself, all I need to do is to believe that it is possible. All I need to do is to believe that it can happen. And this means that even if I feel that it's unlikely for what I want to happen, it is still possible for it to happen. Even if I can't believe that it will definitely be happening, it is still possible for it to happen. All I need to do, my job, is to believe it is possible. And even if I have all these fears, all these doubts around my manifestation is still possible. It can still happen anyway. So I want you to let yourself play with this soothing self-talk. First of all, because it soothes our nervous system and it helps us accept the resistance and work around the resistance, work around the sand, but also because this kind of self-talk is helping you hold on to the possibility, helps you keep yourself tuned into the possibility. Now, there is also something that is really important to remember. All our intentional manifestations are happening inside the field of possibility. And there is something very interesting around this field that I want you to remember always. The field of possibility doesn't require 100% certainty in order for you to receive the possibility that you want. The field of possibility only requires that you believe and hold the possibility most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. 51% of the time at least. So you are off the hook. This is so liberating because you can then understand that you don't need to believe all the time, you don't need to be certain, you don't need to walk with this knowing that what you want is yours in order for you to receive it. All you need is to hold the possibility more than you hold the doubt. That's it. That's all your job. Now, the third point, the third step is to release emotional attachment around your manifestation. And emotional attachment usually happens when we feel like we need our manifestation in order to feel better. We need our manifestation to save us, because it feels like we can't feel better, we can't do better unless we get that manifestation. The way we release this emotional attachment is by giving ourselves the emotions that we hope that the manifestation is gonna give us, giving ourselves those emotions now. We can remind ourselves and let ourselves feel safe and loved and successful and proud and happy and warm and cozy and whatever we want inside ourselves now, even before the manifestation appears. This detachment is honestly one of the biggest parts of the job. And if we stay and think, in fact, manifestation is much more about releasing resistance and releasing emotional attachment than about creating certainty, creating knowing inside ourselves. We can manifest what we want even with shakier kind of confidence, shakier belief, as long as we release the resistance and we release the attachment. Now, there is another interesting aspect. When we work with ourselves to bring ourselves into a state of conviction, into a state of certainty, knowing that what we want is ours, is happening now, is coming now, we can actually sabotage our manifestation, because we start waiting, we start looking, we start becoming attached to our manifestation, and then we block everything. So remember, your only job is to do these three things. The first one is focus on being in the experience of your desire, experiencing your desire. The second thing is release resistance. Use the process that I shared with you to alchemize the resistance. Remind yourself, even if I have these doubts, even if I have these fears, what I want is still possible for me, and all I need is to hold the feeling of this possibility. All I need is to think that what I want is possible for me and it can happen anyway. That's how we are releasing and alchemizing the resistance. And 3 is about releasing detachment, and we release detachment as an ongoing job in our lives by choosing to live a happy, fulfilling life now without waiting for the manifestation to save you. You can be happy now, you can be safe now, you can be whole and complete now. Give those feelings to yourself. Guys, this was what I wanted to share with you today, and if you enjoyed it, I would love to hear from you in the comments, and I would love to hear what it feels like to be liberated from the need to make yourself feel anything that you can't really feel when it comes to your manifestation. Now, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, so that you help me and you help the algorithm show this video to more people who need to hear this message. And obviously, don't forget to hit the subscribe and the bell button so that you get notified every time I'm creating a new video that might interest you. Now, if you want to take this journey further, the journey of understanding how to talk to yourself in a way that helps you get everything and anything you want, if you want to master the power of self-talk, I am recommending you this video here.